I want to turn now, however, to some breaking news just coming into us in the past couple of minutes that we're just speaking about Donald Trump. Well, the former US President Donald Trump, he has filed a lawsuit against the broadcaster CNN in a federal court in Florida for defamation. The former US President is seeking $475 million in punitive damages, a court filing has shown. As I'm sure you'll remember, Donald Trump spent much of his presidency clashing with media organisations, including CNN, calling them fake news, also claiming they had an agenda against him. I have to turn to you, Brian, as a former communications director for Donald Trump. What do you make of this?
Never boring. This is my first response. He always said you never want to be boring, so this is an interesting thing. Listen, I think the president, is planning to run for president again. CNN's a major outlet that's going to have an impact. We've noticed an increase on CNN that they've been calling them an insurrectionist, doing these things where nothing's been proven so far. And I think, the president's going to, as part of his messaging campaign, to value the voice of CNN more than CNN has done so themselves. I was a former CNN contributor, so it's interesting to see this fight take place. But I would keep this in the back of everybody's mind. The U.S. Supreme Court is now right-leaning, and they're revisiting a lot of laws that have been on the books for a number of decades. And one of them that stands the potential to be visited are the defamation laws in the United States that have not been touched in at least 50 years. So I wouldn't be surprised if the president stand back and said, you know what, I probably now have a favorable Supreme Court. Let's revisit these defamation and libel laws and see what type of impact we can have with this conservative court. And it's something to monitor. It's everything is possible with this conservative court. So in my mind, I wouldn't be surprised if our libel and defamation laws are changed as a result of this lawsuit.
So it's a number of stories that are really converging there, Brian. OK, well, thank you for that. A perfect person to ask about that story just coming into us in the past few minutes.
Well, nobody's gotten to the bottom of 9/11, unfortunately, and they should have.
And it's total bullshit, I have to tell you.